on at midnight. They said he cannot attract a prostitute on Collins Avenue to listen to him. And we would like you to come aboard, liven the show up. Please try and get this midnight hour going for us. I, of course, did that. I was paid,
an outright lie. It's a lie. I say bring in a what do you call those little lie detector things? You're telling a lie. First
you
of
mean
all,
a polygraph?
They never. You're polygraph, not a polygraph. They never paid you a nickel. This station or any other stations
that you know of. That you know of.
I know it for sure. Because
it is just like Patrick Schaefer would not disclose the six-figure contract that I have gotten with him for fear of other wrestlers becoming extremely jealous of my talents.
Wait a minute.
Are these people being paid to be here today, Patrick?
Wait a minute.
Yes, Leslie.
6 figures?
Well, let's say it's maybe
I think
5.
we're going to have a discussion on that, Red, because
wait a minute.
Patrick, that's not exactly.
Wait a minute.
That's this later, Dr. Red.
No, I've got Marajaween and all that. What about these guys?
Am I on the wrong station? Isn't it Taffy McCallum that does shows like drug testing and professional wrestling and stuff like that?
Well,
is this the wrong station? Did I take a wrong turn somewhere?
And see on that other station.
Unbelievable.
I didn't tell Patrick to bring you in. What about drug testing, Patrick? What kind of an organization have you got?
Okay, basically, of course, global.
I think it's a great idea.
Why don't you come in here?
I heard they're looking for someone from 3 to 7 right here.
Why don't you come in and
I think I would be the best guest. Patrick Schaefer, if I would be allowed for a short while to be taken out of my global contract, what you do, and I'm sure you don't make more than minimum wage to do it, what you do has to be it has to be easier than working at a 7-Eleven. I wrestle. I am a person who has a psychological practice. I do psychological testing. I do lectures. I do sermons.
About yourself,
what do you do? You sit behind the desk, you get fatter, and you insult people on the phone. Now, how hard
I don't insult. You're that type. That's why they love you.
You don't fool me with this phony veneer of
talking about yourself.
Let me tell you, friends, in this high-pitched alto voice, your voice ever changes, you won't have a career.
What would you talk about besides talking about yourself?
Really? What would I do? What more is there to talk about besides myself?
You're on now, you're the host. What the hell would you talk about?
Are you kidding me?
He is
looking. I think that I should leave my number with Lee Fowler because I think after hearing this show, I think he would be so pleased to have me on the air. Matter of fact, I think you should bring him in here. Why should I go to him? Bring him in here, and I think that this tape should serve as an audition for me to have my own talk show, Dr. Red Roberts, an advice show. I could give advice, not like Ann Landers, not like Ruth Westheimer.
I might want to remind Dr. Red that I do have an exclusive contract on your services for Global Wrestling, and therefore I might have a problem.
There's no one who's going to hire him to do a talk show. Absolutely no one. I guarantee you that. We're going to go back.
I do not think that
WNWS
you should be the judge of what good talk is.
We've got the shade!
It's very hard to do, but he did go in and saw Lee Fowler.
And he's filling out your pink slip right now.
Well, no, that's ridiculous. He may be looking for someone, but you want the answer.
Well, do you think it's Rusty or Patrick Schaefer he's looking for?
Well,
he wants someone with my intelligence, not these people.
What did Lee say to you? Seriously.
What did Lee say to me? He said, Doc, excuse me, we're not interrupting each other. Please try and show some of the skills I've been trying to teach you, Rusty Brooks. What he said to me, if you'd really like to know, although he asked me to keep it confidential.
Right now, by the way.
Yeah, see the big smile? See how he waved to me? Big smile.
He smiles all the time because...
What? Because he's
people
drunk,
like Lee smile at
Now, what he said to me was that I am glad to meet a prestigious psychologist like you, Dr. Red Roberts. He says, I have read all about you. He says, you are not only a great psychologist, but I know about your wrestling exploits as well. He said, if you would like to be a talk show on this station, just say the word, he says, and I will find a slot for you. His exact words, and if I'm lying, call him in.
It's amazing how you continue to lie. Now, I heard what he said to you. He didn't say any of that love kiss. I may not have stayed in the office, but I was outside the office. He didn't say that.
I may have paraphrased
And did you hear what he said when you walked out, by the way? He was talking to the program director of our sister station here, and he said, how can anybody believe these guys are real? It's not just a big phony put-on.
He was speaking about you and your other talk show hosts. And he was talking about the need to get some credibility, like myself here in the studio.
Groupies and what all you wrestlers do with your groupies. I'd like to know more about that.
Trivial Pursuit.
North Miami on WNWS. Hello there.
Yeah, I have a couple of legitimate questions.
Oh, God, I hope so. If we can only get a legitimate
let me talk to Pat Schaefer. He did not mention what time, May 10th.
6 p.m., sir.
6 p.m. Okay, now where will it be televised in South Florida? I've never seen Global Wrestling in South Florida.
Well, Global's brand new, sir.
Global is a brand new organization. We are currently under negotiation through our syndicator with several of the stations in this area.
I imagine it would probably be either 33 or 39. That's where the majority of the wrestling shows are in South Florida.
So you're much too close to your telephone. We're having difficulty hearing you. We're getting a little garbling. Can you get a little further away from your telephone?
Clearly.
Well, I'm having a garbled sound. Sir, do you have a car?
Get the hair out of your ear.
If you have a car, maybe you can get far enough away so that won't be garbled.
A question for Rusty Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay, historian. Whatever happened to Joe Simon, the great Malenko? Used to be with NWA. I understand he opened up a gym in Jacksonville. Is that right?
Well, I don't believe it was in the Jacksonville area, but I believe he does own a gym. He's still active professionally.
Joe
Matter
Simon,
of fact,
well, didn't you say he's with Global?
Simon. No, Jody Simon, I know well. He has opened up a gay bar in the Tampa area. No, you want the truth? I will give you the truth on these matters. He has opened up a bar. It's called Down and Dirty. It's in the Tampa area.
Will be with us managing his two sons, of which, of course, Jody is one.
Okay.
Look for Joe Malenko working with Global Wrestling
Is that
Alliance.
the perfect encounter?
I understand that Randy Savage and Leakin Lanny are brothers.
that's no secret. They've tag teamed before they came to the World Wrestling Federation. Lanny Poffo apparently doesn't approve of his brother, and why I don't know. His brother is a perfect role model. He was a former Intercontinental Champion.
Oh my God.
And Lanny, quite honestly, should retire.
Yeah. What about Randy Savage hitting that 9-year-old kid down here?
What about that?
Well, wait a minute now. What about that 9-year-old kid grabbing Elizabeth's hair?
Oh, please.
Famous
I mean, let's
wrestling
get
brothers,
both
like
sides.
they say.
Let's get both sides of the
Let's
story.
say the
in here.
9-year-old did. He's a 9-year-old boy.
In the heat of the moment, a hand reaches out.
You can't
Craig,
tell a
don't sit
9-year-old
there.
hand.
Craig, wait a minute. Don't sit there with a dumb look on your face. Let me finish the question.
Can't help that.
All right. Well, we'll get by that. The problem here is you're walking down. Let me tell you something. You're walking down the aisle to the ring. I believe it was coming back from a match. He had just finished a match. The people are swinging at him. Someone reaches in and grabs Elizabeth by the hair. Randy simply pushed the kid out of the way.
I heard he punched him in the stomach.
You heard wrong.
Well, sir, if I may disagree with my tag team partner, I heard the same thing, that he punched him in the stomach, and I'm glad that he did, because I get sick and tired of those little brats screaming and yelling all sorts of insults at me.
You just told me you love kids.
No, I'm talking about a separate subset. I am talking about a small group of these children who go and yell and scream things at me. I wasn't there, but any man who would punch a little snotty-nosed brat in the stomach is okay in my book.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah.
You want to know about another brother combination? Yes, Moolah and Harley Race are brothers, sir. Thank you very much.
Shut up, please. Go ahead.
I didn't ask, is there an admission charge May 10th?
No, there will not be an admission charge. This one is compliments of Global Wrestling
We
Alliance.
do an EEG, and if you don't have any brain waves, we don't let you in. Leaves you out, pal.
Please.
What is this? I hear there's a wrestling school up in Davie somewhere. And how does one get involved in that?
Let me give you a telephone number to call, and we'll be happy to talk to you about that. It is 391-0808.
Are you taking this number down, Red?
Why should I take this number down? This gentleman is brain dead.
391-0808. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. That's the number if you're interested in looking into pursuing wrestling. Is
So that you can get some new blood into this radio station?
Why? Well, you want a talk show now, too?
Third chain in the world, and I the most successful professional wrestler.
God,
Another wonderful compliment.
Miami, you're on WNWS. Go ahead, please.
Yes. I understand that Piper had to leave wrestling due to the fact that he was a cocaine addict.
Not true at all.
Kidding?
True and all?
Not true.
Piper is going to Hollywood.